You have come. Greetings. I'm Carthethiya, and you are?
Cantarella Phasalia.
Oh, a Phasalia. It seems your ties with the Order are more complicated than they appear.
I had the privilege of watching the Blessed Maiden's performance at the Carnival once. I'm rather surprised. After all this time, you still look exactly as you did that day. But you and I should be around the same age.
I'm also unsure of what's happened to me. I've been searching for answers. This must be the Sword of Divinity. Turvin. The one with the Sentinel's powers sealed within.
You shouldn't have knowledge of this sword.
Memories flowed into my mind just as you entered the Sonorosphere, granting me information about the sword's origins.
Cantarella said that only those who resonate with Turvin are granted glimpses of its knowledge.
Would you mind if I tried touching it? The question of whose resonator I am is now perfectly clear. If I am not the Sentinel's resonator, then that must mean...
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. That doesn't prove you're the Thenodian's resonator, nor that you aid its cause.
Huh? This connection formed between the Sentinel and the Thenodian, the second Dark Tide, and the forming of this Sonorosphere.
Right now, you're the sole survivor of whatever happened that day. You really don't remember anything?
As you spoke, I remembered a few more things. There are two other swords. The Sword of Discord, Hognis, and the Sword of Virtue, Haltia. Yes. Did you see them too? Placing the three swords on their respective pedestals should break the seal over the main tower. But why would this information be revealed to me now? Is this the Thenodian's doing?
If we do nothing, we'll never get any answers. Instead of speculating, we should use the clues we've gathered so far.
Lady Maiden.
Please, Carthethiya would suffice. I am but a fake after all.
I've waited for this moment. This chance to save the Sentinel. And my family. I will not turn back, even if this does turn out to be a trap. If the thought of the final answer troubles you, then I suggest you step aside. Rover and I will take care of this matter.
Since you are willing to overlook the possibilities of a trap, then there's no reason for me to worry and turn away. I underestimated your resolve. I'm sorry. Simply place Turvin on the pedestal behind me, and this tower will elevate itself.
What you said to Carthethiya back there.
Rather effective on someone of her personality. Wouldn't you agree?
Are you all right? The gravity that occupies this space is the opposite of what you're used to. It took me some time to get used to it too. I believe it's to prevent them from falling to the ground. Tacit discords, the dark tide, and these ruins themselves.
I imagine it's also a symbolic reminder that our beliefs have been turned on their head. This view matches with what I saw at the time.
Until you get used to the gravity here, I suggest we travel via phone. It's the name I gave to a gondola.
I will be there for everyone, as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
This gondola only has 2 seats.
Oh dear. I completely forgot about this.
Greed will get you punished, you know.
I'm afraid Foam would refuse that.
The two of you...
You look distracted. Still thinking about what Cantarella said about fearing answers.
My powers are very weak, and many tacit discords roam the sonorosphere. Thus, I've been limited in the areas I can explore. All I can do is sit here, lost in thought, trying to figure out who I am. We'll be arriving at the first water rise soon. A few details, if you don't mind.
Feeling nervous?
Of course. The last time I tried to pass it like this... Where were my manners? I can assure you that won't happen again. As for the rest of the way, I see it clearly now. Vines, over there. And that statue.
I can feel strong remnant energy coming from it.
The Order's remnant spark must be inside the statue. Legends speak of how the first Primus used it to purify the first dark tide. I see now. The lingering remnants of the dark tide must be trapping the spark. To release it, we'll need to clear away the remaining remnants binding it. Once we have the remnant spark, we can use it to burn through the vines.
If the Thenodian created the Dark Tide, maybe Abby can absorb it.
Abby is still unwell. Perhaps we shouldn't burden it further. More Dark Tide remnants. Good thing there isn't much. Leave it to me. Don't worry. This much I can still handle. I should go back for Cantarella. Will you?
Of course.
I hope you won't mind the extra trip, Foam.
I saw signs of battle along the way. Is anyone injured? You're not hiding anything from me, are you?
Your smile is rather concerning.
Oh, I insist. Here, take this. There's no knowing what will happen once Tervin is placed on the pedestal. It's best we prepare ourselves.
No longer shall you bear these thorns as a reminder. Forged from primordial seas, this crown shall grant a new identity. Fleur-de-Lis, child of divinity, the Immaculate One, will you uphold the sacred teachings of the Order of the Deep?
I will.
Salvation, unity, ascension. Of these three doctrines, which do you choose?
I choose salvation. I wish to be the Master's blade, striking evil, upholding virtue, and offering salvation to those in peril.
In the name of divinity, I bestow upon you this crown. May the blood of justice never run through this sacred rite. You become the bridge between the heavens and the living. From this day forward, you shall be the Master's sole receiver and herald. Rise, blessed maiden Fleur-de-Lis. None but the Master shall ever have the right to command.
I told ya to stop sticking random stuff in here! Do you have any idea how messed up and humongous that frequency was? It's gonna give me indigestion! I should ask you that. What did you do just now, huh? I was dozing when BAM! Out of nowhere, a giant blue ball landed on top of me. It almost squished me.
I'm guessing putting Tervin on the pedestal had something to do with it?
Oh, hey! It smells just as unnatural as that big gigantor back in Jinjo.
The Sentinel of Jinjo. If what our little echo friend says is true, then the frequency that entered your tacit mark could be Imperator's powers.
Huh? But the Sentinel isn't even here.
The power to split and manipulate space.
It is reminiscent of the moment of Tervin's creation. Only this time the place of confinement has become your tacit mark.
Why would it do that?
I believe it was meant for the true maiden. Under the right circumstances, the one to wield this sword and enter the Sonorosphere would be the Sentinel's resonator, the Blessed Maiden. The Sentinel entrusted their power to the resonator so that she could lend assistance when the corruption of the Threnodian altered them. Quite logical, isn't it?
You don't seem too thrilled about it.
If Imperator set this in motion, then their original plan has already failed. Carthethiya, That means your guidance holds the key now.
But
I believe in you. Is there anything else you remember?
I just remembered the day I was crowned by the Order. And the moment the dark tide descended upon us. Huh?
But I didn't see the dark tide.
That is all I can remember.
Is that what you saw?
You witnessed it as well, Cantarella.
No. I only saw fragmented, blurry images. They seemed to belong to other places within the sonorosphere. I believe this is where we should rest. We'll wait until sunrise. You're the one who needs rest most of all. After all, it's still only a possibility that the frequency you absorbed is the Sentinel's powers. Rest now, to ensure it doesn't take a toll on you.
I'm gonna hit the sack as well. Boy, it's so cramped in here.
This is a testament to my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now, bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey.
Now, what could you possibly want with me at a time like this?
Is it true that the Physalia family was one of the factions that started the conflict in that stained glass?
The leader of one such faction, to be exact. That was a long time ago. After their defeat, the Union was disbanded under immense pressure, and the Thessalius gradually withdrew from the public eye.
Is this why you had no choice but to publicly change your...
No. The reasons for the Thessalia family relinquishing their pride and
What do you mean?
long ago, Turvin was actually given to the Thessalia family by when the conflict had settled, he arranged a private meeting with the head of the family to reveal the truths behind the pilgrimage. He told the Thessalias that when he traveled through the first dark tide and reached its end, there was no sanctuary, only a battlefield filled with darkness and suffering. The heavenly voices he heard were not revelations from the divinity, but the seductive whispers of the Threnodian, casting a lure for puppets to bite. As I told you before, Leviathan is a Threnodian who uses beliefs to spread a spiritual plague. The Sentinel realized the Threnodian's plots, and thus the first dark tide was launched as a hasty reaping of to save Reguna from the grim fate brought by the dark tide. The Sentinel split a portion of their power and entrusted it to Napoli II. This power allowed him to imbue the echoes with the strength to repel the tacit discords and purify the dark tide.
And this power was released through the lantern depicted in the stained glass?
Yes. The other part was kept inside Turvin. It was in that very moment, when the Sentinel's power had been weakened, that the Threnodian corrupted and merged with their body, transforming the Sentinel into the form you see today.
If what you're saying is true, the first Primus should have been on Imperator's side. Did the spiritual plague you mentioned affect him?
Although the Primus's body remained whole, his soul was torn apart, caught in the ceaseless struggle between the Threnodian and the Sentinel. Within the body they now shared. The Sentinel's power failed to shield the Primus from the Threnodian's influence. As the two divinities vied for dominance, he succumbed to many misdeeds against his own people. In the end, during that private meeting, he confessed the truth to the head of the Thessalias and begged for release.
So that's why he passed so abruptly.
The Thessalia family was powerless against the Order at that time. Our only recourse was to submit to their cause and keep the secret locked away in our hearts, waiting for the right moment to act. Now, what could you possibly want with me at a time?
You were pretty harsh on Carthethiya.
Before I learned of those record secrets, I had only seen her from afar, heard tales of her accomplishments. While I would be willing to believe she stands, the more I allow myself to cling to such thoughts, the more I must strip them away and think rationally. It's only then I can be certain these thoughts are my own, and not the whispers I hear in the dark. Now, what could you possibly want? A trivial experiment. A test designed to find those with the strongest wills and force them. Yet after trying for so long, all we got was the answer, the maiden is dead.
I don't think she wants to continue this conversation. Better to stop pressing.
Now, what could you possibly want with me at a time like this? Well, I don't intend to...
Are you going to search those areas we passed before?
The more clues, the better, don't you think? Oh, and take this. Afraid I've slipped something extra in? Or perhaps you're contemplating dinner with me.
I'm just curious why the matriarch of the Thessalia...
Food is always an easy target for those who find me less than pleasing.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask? I'll share with you all that I can. It is paradise.
I take it you don't mean that in a good way.
It is a place where sickness, hunger, sorrow, despair, and dull. From a literal standpoint, this line describes the dark tide perfectly. In the beginning, the dark tide would claim only the areas it touched, the dead. They would grow mouths and sing hymns, day and night. They didn't need eyes or ears, for their purpose was to spread blindness and madness. Even those who did not believe were drawn irresistibly to the Leviathan's creed. And for those already deceived, it was all. When a soul is corrupted to its core, it will sing hymns without end. And when every faithful soul has returned to paradise, the land consumed by the dark tide will begin its pilgrimage. The final act of the dark tide is the journeying paradise.
Is this the future you saw after coming into contact with the dark tide?
Yes. Is there anything else you'd like to ask? I'll share with you all. That was its name before it became. This seminary, built on an island, was not just a place of learning, but also a sanctuary.
What did they teach?
The Order's scriptures, geography, history, and combat skills.
Shouldn't a seminary focus more on cultural arts?
This was a seminary reserved only for resonators, so naturally, their talents were put to more practical use. Besides, the doctrine of salvation emphasized the importance of combat. Is there anything else you'd like to ask? I'll share with you all that I can remember. The Sword of Discord, Hognis, and the Sword of Virtue, Haltia. I can't remember, but as for Haltia, it was my fault. How did it end up being one of the swords?
Perhaps we'll know once we find it.
Is there anything else you'd like to ask? I'll share with you all that It's safer. You should get some rest.
You mean besides being squashed behind that blue thing? Yeah, I get it. Listen, I figured something out about that frequency. It's not a single frequency. It's like it's mixed up with something, which is why it's so hard to get a good to see if it was a threat. I can now say with certainty that it isn't. But since it's a crumbly mess, other than taking up space, it's pretty useless.
We might encounter something similar at the next two pedestals. Keep an eye on this for me, will you?
Will do. You can count on me, 100%.
I thought I'd slip away quietly and avoid any fuss. Now, here I am dealing with all of you. Since you're all here, how about a morning stroll? Oh, this will be fun. Call for me this. They're a lot feistier than before.
Need help?
Oh, this will be fun. Surge of deep tides. Who will sink into the depths with me? Feel the tide pull. Smother. Well, this is where our paths must part.
You're here for the Sentinel. Why would you leave now?
What I saw yesterday caught my attention. It may be tied to the Sentinel. And besides, I'd rather not spend the day twiddling my thumbs, seeing as your gondola only holds 2.
Are you sure you want to go alone?
Such concern for me. I do hope to see the fruits of your labor when I return. Mind if I take turban?
Go ahead. It's no use now that it's out of the pedestal. Its energy is gone.
It may still come in handy.
I'll add you in my terminal. Call me if you need help.
I just might ring you up once things are settled.
We're still missing an area. But where?
Over there.
That might be too high for the wing ray.
Same as before. I'll handle it.
Leave it to me. Hopefully this helps. The end has come. Strike from the shadows. I sense your weakness. No hesitation. guide me. An unexpected discovery. Carthethiya?
I'm ready.
Wind, guide me. Leave it to me. Hopefully this helps. Bad timing. The hour is upon us. Hopefully this helps. No hesitation. I sense your weakness.
It's been a long time. So beautiful.
Do you want to stop for a while?
No. We have more.
Let's check back on Hogna. Cherish every gain.
Let me remove the sword. At least you won't come to harm if it's a trap.
We'll do it together.
But
If it's a trap.
no traps.
How does it feel to trust me?
It feels good. Why don't you call Foam over? Try whistling. Like this.
Here goes.
foam hurt you. Come on.
The way you were when you saw the plushy echo. It was unexpected. I think the martyrdom of the Blessed Fleur-de-Lis needs a rewrite.
What's that?
A play about you, written by Cristoforo the playwright.
Oh, how did he portray me?
I would rather hear the joyous songs of the masses than any solemn hymn of remembrance. Perhaps the Sentinel feels the same.
I'd never say that.
In the end, no matter what anyone else says, as long as you stay true to yourself, everything will be all right. Doesn't matter if it's the Threnodian or the Sentinel. They don't get to change who you are.
What you said back there. Thank you.
Fleur-de-Lis, my resonator, why dost thou persist? Why abandon thy oath? Why hinder the spread of my gospel?
You are a false divinity. Gehenna will reveal the truth.
Gehenna, the lone dragon to have escaped. The one blessed by the dark tide shall return to us. Continue thy disobedience at the risk of insanity. Look around. Thou hast none left. My most beloved resonator, why persist in the error of thy ways?
I will never forget my cause. If divinity takes up arms against the innocent, I will raise my sword against divinity. With the support and hope of countless souls, I stand before you. They fell, so I may rise! You saw that too? Gehenna, the one you mentioned earlier. What happened to him? Thank you. Anna, Casatomo, Olnat, everyone. I am finally able to face all of you. I am not your enemy, and your sacrifices were not in vain.
Hey, Rover, just now there was...
Shh. Later. Someone needs a quiet moment.
Sorry you had to see me lose my composure. I found my true self again. It doesn't matter if I am indeed the Threnodian's resonator. Because I know who to stand by and who to cut down. Some of my memories have returned, thanks to you and Cantarella.
Feeling better?
No, not yet. Not until we free the Sentinel and defeat the Threnodian. That is why we need to investigate the frequency you absorbed earlier.
My turn to shine. That blue thingy in your tacit mark totally tastes like Threnodian. Of course not. It reeks. Just the smell alone is enough. Like I said, it's mixed up with something. It's too tough to chew.
If the Sentinel splits their own energy to prepare the true Blessed Maiden, then why would they split off the Threnodian's energy and then channel it through Hogness to the person who unsealed the passage? Possibly, but the Threnodian's energy would damage the body of the Sentinel's resonator. You wouldn't be affected since Abby resides within you, but surely a second frequency would interfere with the resonance.
The answer might lie behind the third sealed passageway. Carthethiya is starting to make sense of things. But same as before, we'll keep watching.
Of course. Is there anything you'd like to discuss? Dragon Tacet discords lived here long before the Renacita settlers arrived. They are fiercely intelligent. Gehinnom was their king. We hoped he would bring us the truth. Is there anything you'd like to discuss? I am a resonator born of the merge between the Sentinel and Threnodian. Do I belong to the Threnodian? Juhe's resonator sounds like I would like to meet her someday. Is there anything you'd like to discuss? I need to clear my mind. You should get some rest. But just the sight of it is this what people eat now?
I see you are right.
Huh?
You're not gonna eat it?
No, I am grateful for your kindness, but I can no longer taste anything. Thank goodness. Nor do I. How else would I have been able to last for so long? You should save this food for someone.
Good evening. How goes progress on your end? So, a portion of energy was split from the Threnodian.
Do you trust Carthethiya now?
Rover, the soul is like a boiling cauldron. You may know the ingredients you add, but who can predict what will come of it? It might become an elixir, or perhaps a poison. I've watched it happen far too many times. One must never grow complacent.
So, any updates on your end?
I found several things which may tip the scales in our favor.
Such as...
It would take too long to explain. And you deserve your rest, don't you? I will be there when your journey ends. We will speak of it then.
What? My eyes are still peeled. Nope, nada. I can't shake the feeling that the two
Imperator has the power to split energy, and Leviathan to merge and assimilate. So, the source of that connection might very well be Leviathan's powers at work.
Yeah, could be. Isn't there one last place to go? Who knows what you'll need to cram into your tacit mark next?
Sorry I woke you.
Were you singing just then?
Yes, a farewell song from the people of Renacita. We usually sing it when a friend is about to leave. During that battle, I never got to say goodbye or mourn their passing. And before my memories came back, I wasn't sure if I was worthy of paying them my respects. So now, even though I know these are just lingering frequencies, and they might not I want to say goodbye properly, and thank them. Do you think I'm fooling myself?
No. I'm sure they can feel what's in your heart. I'm not just saying that to comfort you. I believe it. I once saw two friends, one who was already dead, reconcile with each other from within a sonorosphere. When frequencies are concentrated in one place, it's possible that the reverberations could still carry traces of human will.
Meaning?
They might still be able to hear and feel. Your voice, your goodbyes, your feelings. It could have reached them. After all, these frequencies are strong enough to manifest in the real world.
Really?
They haven't made a move against us. They must still remember you. Which means they can probably hear you too.
I'm glad. No. If they can still hear and feel, then the time for goodbyes hasn't come. I need to give them a real victory.
You can ease up a little. As long as their obsession holds and the sonorosphere stays intact, they won't vanish.
Bound by obsession, till relieved of duty.
Carthethiya?
Nothing. Just a stray thought.
Hey, since we know you don't carry any blame, should I call you Carthethiya or Fleur de Lis?
Carthethiya. Yes. Carthethiya will do. I want to stay here for a moment. Will you keep me company?